started to count down. Holy shit. Alright. This is going to be game number 1 between Miraculous Gaming and NDGame. NDGaming. Forget what it stands for. Look it up after. We have a Masters versus Masters. Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner of Yansu LE, we have the blue Protoss from Miraculous Gaming. First up, ThomasSauve. And in the top right-hand corner, we have from NDGaming, Crowbar, the red Zerg player. This is the map with really strong team colors, or whatever that is. Really bright. We had blue back probes and everything. And I think the storms are going to be blue, should we see any. And if it was Terran, the scans would be blue. Or red, or whatever. People are asking for mod in my chat. Can't really multitask that well. You'll get it after the game, I promise. Anyways, we have nothing going on just yet. No early anything. Have ThomasSauve probe scouting after the pylon. Looking to forge fast, expand, or cannon rush, or do something. Anything at all. Something involving a forge at least. Likely not going to be a gateway expander of any kind. Just scouting around the base, going to see if there's any early pool. We'll be able to confirm no early pool in Nexus first, get that out, get that early economy out. But some people just like to get a forge out if they're fast expanding or hatch firsting. Try to actually get that out. But he's actually going for a pool first. It looks like no hatch just yet. I'm not sure what that drone was doing. Trying to trick the Protoss into thinking he was going hatch first, but he knows he's not doing that. So Nexus first is going to come down pretty soon. There goes the probe to do that, and probe is going to try to block this as much as possible. Just be annoying. Whoa, whoa, oh! He doesn't even have enough minerals for the hatch, so it's not like he was. Yeah, he delayed him only by 50 minerals. It looks like not too big of a deal. So no forge going down yet, so no cannon rush potential. Probably not going to see an attempt at a cannon rush. It would be very late if so. And Lings would be out in time to stop that, so I don't think it would be wise to do this. But he might do it anyway, I don't know. So anyways, the gateway going down. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna be an issue. 2 Lings on the way, only 2. So the cannon could actually be delayed if ThomasSauve wasn't aware of this, but I don't think he is. He might actually be wanting to put a cannon down just as a safety measure, which he will be doing most likely as soon as he gets the money. And no gas yet. Usually you see gas around this time. Or, yeah, actually, yeah, he's about to put gas, most likely. Want to get the gas as soon as the gateway, or for the time that the gateway finishes. These 2 Lings are chasing this probe. This probe will actually be able to survive, I think, and the cannon will take care of that 1 Ling. Not a big deal. We'll see his Cybercore to complete the wall, most likely. He might put a gateway there temporarily, but I don't think it's necessary. He actually turns around with this probe. I think he might actually die, but actually shields will probably regenerate just in time. Or maybe not, I don't know. Trying to juke him out. Oh, geez. Yeah, shields do regenerate in time for that to not be too much of an issue. Just looking for the 3rd in the wrong spot. He sees no 3rd, but the 3rd is here, actually. And he is looking for that. Yeah, it has 50-second delay. Plus Twitch delay. I'm not sure if you're watching the stream. Hang on. Okay, so that probe does go down a little bit, so that's pretty good. Zealot just about to finish. Going to plug in that hole there. Just put himself in the hole and plug the hole. Did he see the... Yeah, he did see the 3rd, so he knows what's going on there. Queens are on the way. 1 queen is out already. Get some larva inject going. Just drones. Nothing but drones right now. No attack on the way just yet. And no extra gases from ThomasSauve yet. That would be pretty early if he to see that. But he's not getting a mothership core or anything like that. Nothing too advanced. Just spending all his money on gas, or all his gas on sentry right now. Not really too much he can do about that. We have adding a robo, so that's standard. That's perfectly fine. Might be adding 2 gases in the next 30 seconds or so at the natural. Most likely trying to do some sort of sentry immortal push. Something like that. Maybe not. Maybe just nothing. There's the couple of gases there at the 6:30 mark. Totally standard. We actually have 3 gases going down for the Zerg player. Just finishing now. Going to be going for some sort of tech. We actually have like a lot of minerals and no gas, and now 100 gas. What is he going to get first? It will be the lair or the speed. It depends on the style there. I actually have a Ling trying to scout here. Gets 1 shot off on this Zealot. Not too much of anything. Another Ling coming to scout, but that going to also die, looks like. Not too effective in the Ling scouting here. So we have a Roach Horn and 2 Evo Chambers going down. Going to be the double upgrades with no lair quite yet, but he's probably going to be doing a lair soon so that he can get the Roach speed. But we'll just see. Oh, did I miss something here? I heard like a noise. Like a what? No, I don't know what it is. So no upgrades for ThomasSauve. Going to be just adding more gateways, trying to get some sentries out. Warp gate's just about to finish. And yeah, here's the lair. So he will get the roach speed as soon as possible. A little bit lacking on the drones at the 3rd by this point in the game. He's making 10 more drones though, so that's going to even out the saturation. Pretty much fully saturated on 2 bases. He just has to do the 3rd now. 1 immortal is out already, and a 2nd immortal on the way. And 4 gates just about to finish. Going to be able to produce the sentries, and he does not have any sort of proxy pylon out on the map yet, so he might want to build a warp prism so he can actually have some semblance of reinforcements. This is a lot of sentries. That's good. He might want to add a couple more, but not too many more. And there's metabolic boost about to finish. 1 immortal does be finished again, and now a warp prism. We actually have Crowbar actually floating quite a bit of money now. Getting the Hydralisk Den, okay, that's pretty good, but if he relies on that, he's actually not getting roach speed. He's getting 13 roaches without speed. He's going to actually just rely on that to defend from this, and I don't think he might not be able to. And wow, a Ling run by at the perfect time, it looks like, and get a force field? Nope, not quite. Does not quite get the force field. He actually just has to warp in maybe 1 or 2 zealots there, and it'll be fine. But he's actually panicking and just moving his probes. Streamlining his zealots here. This is bad. This could be bad if he catches these sentries off guard. But it looks like it's not going to happen, so that's great. These Lings have been cleaned up. 1 sentry, 1 immortal at back home. Oh, wow. He only has 1 immortal here. That's very bad. And these roaches are going to meet this 1 sentry and 1 immortal. Nope, they're actually going home. That's great. Ugh. Jeez. Okay, yeah, that could have ended poorly for ThomasSauve. A lot of his shit is just in bad positions. Now we actually have the Hydra's going down, but no Hydra upgrade yet. And here's the big attack with the force fields. Actually force fielding off half of these roaches here, or making so that they cannot get on here. He is still on creep. That single force field was actually pretty good. Zerg actually made himself in a pretty bad position just because of these buildings, but now he's trying to just come out in the open where the buildings won't be a problem. These force fields, if they're good, or wow, okay, yeah, these force fields were a little bit bad because he wanted to cut off some army, but his sentries were probably too far away when he did the force field command. But that's okay. Roach speed is now finished. No more gas. Only 4 gas. Trying to get Hydras. He actually kills his own Evo chamber. Oh my goodness. And that is a reference to my stream last night. I burst a Protoss and he just said, "Fuck you, bitch," and they left. As you can see. So anyways, this Protoss army is actually going down pretty well. If Zerg can remax, he's actually killing his own Evo chamber yet again with some of these. That's very, really unfortunate. He's actually cleaning up this Zerg army, and he will be left with quite a bit of this. And he's actually pulling drones, and these drones are basically all the drones at his natural. I think ThomasSauve needs to pull back a little bit, get a better position off creep. But he's actually waiting for reinforcements. That Immortal does go down, and not much going on at home for ThomasSauve. He's actually, he does have a lot of Chrono Boost to spend. He can be spending that, make it a little better, but not too better. Finally gets this cleaned up, but lost a ton of drones in the process. Let's see the worker count. We actually have it about even, which is generally good for TOS. However, the army for TOS is looking abysmal at this point. He's Crowbar is actually adding gas, so he's going into 6 gas. I'm not sure what he plans on doing with that. He doesn't have many drones to afford this 6 gas, I don't think, in my opinion. But this is a huge army, and ThomasSauve is going to have quite the trouble holding this off here. He's going to have amazing force fields, and he needed a mothership core, I think. And and these Lings are going to be trapping these stalkers, but this force fields are really great. But these Lings do kill a lot of these stalkers and a lot of the army. He does have to back up into his main now, or not his main. Okay, that was pretty good. That was really good force fields. That went really well for ThomasSauve. We have Crowbar actually spreading the creeps, and finally getting a Hydra. I think he got Hydra range already, but finally getting the speed upgrade. He can't really, he cannot really attack unless he has speed, in my opinion. He can defend with just range, but speed is really, really, really important. So he is killing the rocks between his natural and third. He actually has creep spread on both ThomasSauve's possible thirds. So he's going to have to... Does he know about that? No, he does not. So he's going to have to actually clear that out and wait a minute before he can even expand. Thomas actually spending his money a little bit better than Crowbar. Crowbar's actually floating quite a bit. But ThomasSauve just got himself majorly supply blocked, and that's going to be pretty bad. He's actually getting Locust Enduring Locust upgrade now. Going to be transitioning into that Swarm Host. No Swarm Host on the map yet. Actually, no, never mind. I just missed it. There's 4 Swarm Hosts right here. No more. Now getting the upgrade, so that's good. Let's see, the drones. We just got a big swell of drones. Now we have 65 drones. That's great. That's basically full base saturation on 3 bases. This is a pretty sizable army, but without a third, he's going to... Okay, now he's probably going to want to... He's going to try to end the game here, it looks like. And if he doesn't, he's still on 2 bases and basically mined out his main. He's going to be on a very bad position. If he attacks before Enduring Locust, that would be pretty good for him. If he catches the Swarm Host out of position, a Ling actually spots the move out, so that's going to be pretty bad for Tom. Okay. He is going to kill a couple Overlords here, which is great. These Lings also for free. Going to have some good force fields. He's trying to flank here, but he can move in and just try to force field that, but the Locusts are very strong indeed, and there's the force field on the flank, and that's a really good force field. That was really amazing. We actually have the Swarm Host repositioning over here. These Swarm Hosts are few in number, they're easy to kill, they're vulnerable, but the Locusts are very, very powerful indeed. ThomasSauve is actually trying to just kite, and if he can kill these Locusts and then kill the Swarm Hosts, he really does not... Okay, now he's dead. There we go. All the Hydras do come in and rape his army, and there's the GG from ThomasSauve. And that was the first game. First game goes to NDGame.